Hey guys, it's TastyGuava. Welcome back to another video. It has been, I think, 2 weeks since I uploaded, and today I just wanted to make a video talking about video games, my channel, and myself. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure to stick around for the full video. If you're not, well, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy whatever video you do end up watching. But I just want to address a few things. So if you don't know who I am, I'm TastyGuava. I upload a variety of gaming content specifically on this channel. I've uploaded other types of stuff, from like music that's 10 hours long, and vlogs and random things. I've had this channel since I think 2014, late 2014, and I had a channel before that from 20 something, or I think the channel's actually from 2015 actually. But yeah, I've been making videos for a while. I've never been really that great. I'm actually only adult as of like late last year, so most of that was me as a child and then during my teenage years, and I've always loved making videos. But that's always been a up and down type of thing. I generally think I could be a much larger content creator if I hadn't taken like years off at a time from making content, and this has been an issue for me, constantly making videos about I'm back or I'm gone or where have I been. But I've recently definitely made YouTube a lot more serious of a hobby for me. I don't exactly make a lot of money from these videos. I do them for fun, but as of recent, I've done a lot of work to try to improve my content because I want people to watch my videos. I generally think I make great content, and that's been working out. I've been getting more likes, more views, a lot more stuff organically without having to advertise it and everything everywhere, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun making Minecraft videos, some Dead by Daylight videos, little Terraria series, which I still need to upload a new episode for because it's been 2 months. But that's kind of been waning for me. As I said, I became an adult as of late last year, and obviously with that, there's a lot more responsibilities for me. There's a lot more stuff I'm trying to take on. I work full time now, which, you know, boo-hoo. A lot of people work full-time and make videos, but there's other stuff I'm trying to do. I want to build a massive media company, which I'm slowly working on and is kind of not a priority for me at the moment, but Tasty Media Group, it's a company I opened earlier this year, which it looked like it was going really well, but with time, you know, a lot of issues came up. There's the age-old saying of don't open a company with your friends expecting that to really go well. And obviously don't try to open a company with literally no money, because, you know, you need to be careful with all that stuff. My company is not exactly in a great place right now. We have a bunch of awesome channels and social media pages and future podcasts and a lot of content that we're going to be working on, but our team has slowly become a lot smaller and a lot less active. It's just 7 of us right now, and only 3 or 4 of us are actually active. And this channel is technically a part of that company. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, tastymediagroup.com, there will be a separate video on my own other channel, More Guava, and the company channel, Tasty Media Group, where I'll be discussing into that topic more in depth. But yeah, that's another thing I'm trying to work on, is building a media organization, which, if you know, it takes a lot of time to manage social media accounts and create content, especially with a much smaller team now. It's becoming ever more so difficult, especially with me not having money to be hiring out to other people. So that's one thing that's been straining me a lot as of recent. We're trying to also make some podcasts and such, some of which are more of my personal, but obviously running through the company as well, which has proved itself very difficult, which I'm slowly trying to build up. Another thing I've been working on as of recent actually is getting really into real estate. I've been really interested in finance and real estate for a long time, and I finally took the step to sign up for a course to get my real estate license, so that's something I'm focusing on at the moment. And I'm hoping to have my real estate license within a month, which is would be a really cool thing to do as a part-time job on the side. Try to sell a few homes a year, especially with the area I live in. It would be really good for myself. It'd be a really good source of income, and I could definitely quit my full-time work, because I don't really like waking up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. every morning. It's just not healthy. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. Another thing I'm trying to do was college, but that's something I'm taking a little break from, is what I've decided. I've realized that I don't have enough time in my day to dedicate to going to college, which I take college online. I would prefer in-person classes. I've realized that online classes are not for me, but that's something that I've realized I can't really balance, especially with the real estate course. I want to take that more seriously because I have that opportunity to take that course now and finish it, and it's a much sooner source of income than anything, and I'm not too focused on college right now. I've been very rough with my formal education forever. I think in middle school I saw way too many videos that influenced me that really changed my mindset as to how I view formal education in the United States, and it's never been a big thing for me. It's always been, you learn a lot of information that a lot of the time you don't really need for what you want to do in the future and what you know you can do in the future, and you just spit it or throw it up on a test, and that basically determines whether you're smart or not and how you carry on yourself in the educational system. And I've still tried. Throughout high school, I struggled a lot with my grades going up and down, sometimes straight A's, sometimes very much struggling in classes, and now in college it's a lot more serious of an issue because college isn't exactly free. You can take your financial aid from the federal government as a grant, you get your state grants, your local grants, scholarships, whatever, but if you don't maintain that, then obviously it becomes extremely expensive, and just for 3 classes per semester is like $1,500 or $1,600, sorry, and I'm not really trying to do that right now. I'm trying to save up for a home next year to get myself into investing into real estate, so that's another thing with real estate. But I do want to get a degree in the future. I would love to get maybe a bachelor's in cybersecurity or computer science. Computer science is something I'm less focused on. That was originally what I was trying to study for, but it includes a lot more math at my college, so it's something I'm not too focused on. And definitely going to the gym. That's something new. I used to go to the gym a lot. At one point I was extremely dedicated, super hard on myself on what I've been eating and like how I go through my day and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. That's something I'm trying to incorporate as like just part of me, as myself, as like my identity. I want to be eating healthier. I want to be dedicating a lot of time to the gym to lose weight, build muscle, and bring my friends along with it. So that's something that's also been taking more time. I've decided to put more time into that because I want to see myself, you know, living well in the next few years and much longer into my life, especially with some of the ambitions I have for life. You know, I need to be healthy because that's something that I can't really recover in the future, just, you know, through throwing money or something. And yeah, I've been dedicating a lot more time towards that and just trying to enjoy life because I don't like having very stressful days. That's something I was doing a lot to myself while trying to do the company thing. I wanted to do gym, and I was doing college, and I was debating taking a real estate course, and I was still working, and I want to get another job, and then I want to get my home, and it's a lot of things. I know there's a lot of creators actually that I've seen that can manage things like that. I know people who do Aldi's and Walmart at the same time, full time, every single day. They still manage to get some gym in, they still manage to work on their school, but that's not for me. I'm definitely someone who can handle stress. I'm not the best at time management, and I'm someone that I'm just tired of being stressed and like all over the place all the time. So I've decided to take a step back and go a little slowly, figure myself out, figure out how I can incorporate things into habits and how I can optimize my days. But right now, this YouTube channel, I'm still going to create content for it, but that's just a very big perspective of where I'm at and how that can all kind of impact me making videos. But that's only one part of it. Obviously I'm busy, and I'll go a lot more into depth than that again on my More Guava channel, which is my personal channel. I'm debating on rebranding it, but it doesn't really matter. This is not a really big audience, and I might as well just keep it as More Guava because it just makes more sense. But there's going to be a lot more personal vlogs and stuff like that on that channel starting soon. Definitely early on, videos aren't going to be that great, but we will improve them with time. It is something I learned that I need to be okay with, because I tend to not upload for a long time because I'm not happy with the quality of videos, which I'm very happy with my recent quality on my main channel. That's another channel that I want to work on. But another part to why, you know, videos slowing down again and these excuses is just my enjoyment for video games, really. I started playing games maybe at 3 or 4 years old, not like crazy games like on the 360 or whatever, but just like those dumb consoles like the SpongeBob consoles, or like random games on like the weird W icon on the Windows 7 like HP laptops. And I don't know, it just kind of slowly with time became a thing. I think like 2013, 2014 is when I really got into video games, and it kind of became like an addiction, honestly. 12 to 16 hours on games a day, depending on whether I had school or not. And obviously I was like in elementary and middle school, but I loved video games. It was an escape from reality as a child. And you know, it was just like a whole new world that you can like get super in depth with, meet people all over the world, learn a lot, be online, which I'm very grateful for, because I think I am a lot happier and I have a lot more perspective and I know a lot more because of that. And I think I have some street smarts, or like some outside knowledge outside of like the typical, like you go to school and you have like your friends. I feel like there's a lot more interests I have, there's a lot more hobbies I want to get into just because of that, because I was exposed to so much stuff and I got to meet a lot of cool people over the years. And it helped me a lot, because I am definitely an introvert, or I used to be. I think I still am. I struggled so much, I had so much social anxiety, and nowadays I'm very comfortable. Like, I'm okay going to work, doing sales or whatever, or calling people or meeting new people in person, and like, you know, just breaking the ice or whatever. Like, I'm completely fine with that. I would not be okay doing any of that before a few years ago. I would literally like be standing there freezing and like debating on things. I still struggle a little bit, but it's not the biggest thing in the world. But yeah, I would play on like a really crappy laptop. I'd get like 20 FPS in Minecraft, and I'd still play with shaders on. I'd still have so much fun and enjoy it. Finally got to build a computer in 2019, got to play all these games I couldn't really run properly, got to actually play Fortnite after it like started dwindling down, and like PUBG and Overwatch and everything. Like, I could run games properly now, and it was a lot more enjoyable. GTA, Dead by Daylight's been one of the biggest escapes for me. But all of that's kind of gone down the drain for me. Video games haven't really been enjoyable in a long time. I think a lot of it has to do with games as a service, or games online, which has been an awful trend. I think people can unilaterally agree on that. All over the world, people like video creators from everywhere kind of agree that video games have kind of just been in a rough spot. At some point it was because, you know, we had way too many hacking problems, and like the 360 PS3 console era is getting booted offline. At some point it was the loot box issue, at some point it was this issue, that issue, and nowadays it's definitely the games online thing with developers. They'll release games, they'll make it half-assed, and maybe it'll get better, maybe it won't. But that's been very demotivating. Like, it's just, I don't feel like buying games or trying games anymore. My biggest hyped up release for myself was Cyberpunk 2077, and boy, that was rough. It sucked. Like, the launch was awful. I'm someone who understands CDPR, and I love Cyberpunk now, and I haven't even fully finished the game. That's the thing, I have like hundreds of games. Like, I have almost 1,000 games just in my Steam library alone, and not including like my Epic Games, my Ubisoft account, my Rockstar account, my Xbox 360, my Xbox One S, my PS4, my Switch. I have tens and tens, like I probably have like 10,000 games. Like, some of them are like indie games that like a big bundle I bought off like some sites and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I have like 10,000 games, quote unquote. Obviously not a lot of them aren't, not a lot of them aren't like AAA title games, but I have a lot of games. I just don't really play them. But yeah, I've never been a single player person, always been a multiplayer person, always like playing with friends, but all these online games have kind of gone worse over time. And during 2020, I had a very rough spot. 2019 to 2020 was a very rough spot. I will say, I was really crappy. I lost a lot of friends. Obviously all my friends were basically online, which, you know, was a good thing that I had friends that were online, because it was a lot easier adjusting to the new lifestyle. But I definitely went downhill with my physical and mental health, and I became a really bad character. And that's kind of left a permanent impact, which I haven't really been able to recover from. I had an awesome friend group, which I kind of all threw away. A bunch of really awesome friends that were down to play all the time and never really caused issues, weren't bad people, but things happen, obviously. And I don't have really people that I don't have a dedicated group anymore. I've always had this dedicated group from like 2014 onward to play games with, and that's just kind of gone. Or like 2013 onward, but like 2013 to 2015 was like my Facebook slash Uvu era, and then 2015 onward was like my Skype era, then 2017 onward was my Discord era. And I'm in a place where it's like I just rather go outside, honestly, with my friend group that I have in person in real life. I don't like saying in real life. It sounds really like it sounds rude, but yeah. I don't know. It's weird now. I don't like thinking about it too much, but I've really been able to build a friend group that I've been able to like say is like, oh yeah, it's like it's my group that I play with online like every day, and like we're always on, and like whatever, like we're the closest people ever. I don't know, like everyone's obviously got their own things. I'm obviously an adult now, so that means my friends, a lot of them were older than me, like they've been adults for a while now, and we all have our own lives. We have school, we have work. Some of them are in their career, like actual career. Some of them have moved around. Some of them just don't play games anymore. I know someone that was like super into CS:GO, had all these knives and stuff. They sold everything years ago and started playing baseball as like their full-time thing. But yeah, I don't know. Video games kind of just dwindled for me. And like I said, I'm never a really single-player person, and I don't really have that dedicated friend group anymore. And I don't know, it's just kind of rough playing games now. I don't care for them anymore. It's not something I have the biggest interest in. And I feel like YouTube does give me an opportunity to want to play games or push to play games with the friends I do have. I do have friends online, and they're awesome, and in person too. But it's just, I've got to a stage where I just don't care to play video games anymore, which sucks because it's such a big thing for me. And I know there's like some people would be like, oh good, now you can like focus your entire life on like in-person and career or whatever. But you know, it's like a hobby. It's like maybe you like playing basketball, you like keeping up with the NBA, or like you watch the NFL, or you play football, or you know, it's like a hobby or an interest that I loved, and I don't think I can really let that go. I don't think that's a part of me that I will ever fully let go. All that technology and video games will always be a very big interest of mine. I picked up other things though, like I really love cars and I want to work on a car and stuff. And I've just kind of limited myself from spending money on like better hardware, like a new GPU or whatever. I did make a video because I did try buying a GPU and then it got lost in the mail. But yeah, I will be getting a new graphics card soon. Hopefully that gives me the ability to make better videos, play new content, especially with my new 4K display that I got for an insane deal. It's not something I really talked about, but probably a video on one of my channels one of these days about this awesome display I managed to get. But yeah, and I took some old computer parts that I had from this computer over the years and built a second PC, which is going to be for my podcasting setup, but also to make a dedicated VR setup. So maybe I can make some VR content. I can play games without having so many technical issues, or I'm gonna unplug this cable, plug in that cable. I'm trying to make it a thing again. Obviously, I don't want to spend 24/7 playing video games ever again because it's not healthy. Like, I love going to the gym. I love going outside with my friends. I do want to get into cars. Would love to work on my car, you know, every now and then. And just pick up other things. I do have a partner. I do have my family that I will say I've not been the closest with over the past few years, just because I've just been chronically online and I've always been stuck in that like rebellious rude attitude teenager phase that I'm trying to get out of. It slips though, I will say. But yeah, there's just an accumulation of things that have just kind of kept me from really wanting to do something that I've always wanted to do, like as a child and until now, and it would make me really happy to, keep this hobby going, like at least 1 to 2 videos per week. Obviously, last week I broke a streak of uploading for a while. I have broken that streak a few times, but I will say this is my most consistent year ever uploading, and I'm so happy about it. I've been uploading since, I don't know, maybe like November, October, maybe earlier 2022. And I've made a lot of videos. A lot of them were maybe rushed, or maybe I uploaded too much and I should have taken a bigger break. But a lot of it I'm really happy. Like, I like watching a lot of my videos as of recent. Like, it's actually entertaining for myself. And I've noticed in my recent videos, like, without having to force advertise it down everyone's mouths, I'm getting hundreds of views pretty regularly on, like, every now and then, a few videos, with some good likes and like some actual comments that aren't bots, which has been really awesome. So I'm gonna keep trying to make content. This is a good time for me to mention that I do have a Discord server. It's in the description below. It's always free to join. Awesome community, awesome friends in there. Don't just join and leave because someone doesn't respond to your message within a second. It's a community we're trying to rebuild at the moment. It's been up since 2017. We've gone through many phases of having people from all different countries and cultures, and it has a really awesome community in there. Just mention some of us, talk to us, and I'm sure I can become active again. But there's a lot of awesome people in there, from all over the world, with a lot of different interests, a lot of different personalities and stuff. Some of them stream, some of them also upload, some of them are well into their careers now, and there's a few of us who are still teenagers in there. But yeah, join, talk every now and then. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and we have a lot of like cool channels and stuff. I also have some other channels. I have my More Guava channel, which I'll be uploading some IRL content on. My Guava Plus is for like reaction videos and like bonus content, I guess. Guava Minus is where my clips go, which haven't been really clipping anything. I also have my Tasty Media Group section of my channels, which I will mention briefly. But yeah, Tasty Media Group, my company. We have Tasty Rides for car videos. Now it's Tasty for food videos. Perfect Detour for traveling videos. Tasty Tech Tips for tech videos. Tasty Deals for gaming deals, which is supposed to be multiple times a week, but we're struggling on it. Just the Kicks is an upcoming shoe channel. Digilenium is an upcoming YouTube essay channel. Clover on the Street is a fun project which is coming soon. Tasty Talks is a podcast about the company. Movie Critical is a soon-to-be weekly podcast about movies we watch. And Your Social Love is just the Discord server, but just cool videos we can make from it. And that section of my channel, youtube.com/@TastyGuava/channels, is always going to be moving around. If you're really interested in myself or my company, TastyGuava.com or TastyMediaGroup.com have their respective content and stuff. But yeah, this is a video which will probably get 5 views and 1 person to watch through it fully. But that's where I am. That's who I am. There'll be more in-depth videos talking about all that stuff more separately, and maybe some vlogs, maybe me on my days. And yeah, we'll be working on building up that company, hopefully building up this TastyGuava brand, and myself. And I'll continue with my real estate school. I will hopefully make a video in a few months talking about how I got my first investment property, and make finance videos on my More Guava channel as well. That'll probably prompt a rebrand. And yeah, hopefully one of these days I can say I graduated with a bachelor's in comp sci cybersecurity, and a lot of positive things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, which is probably just gonna be myself. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Man, that was 24 minutes.